This is Katerin with VIVE Katerin. It's Financial Empowerment Day today, and I'm here to speak with some financial experts on how to help you better manage your personal finances as well as manage your budgets. Let's go in and check it out. I'm here with Kathleen Kalmus. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Kathleen put together this entire conference for Financial Empowerment Day today. Tell us a little bit about the program.
We're trying to get the public a lot of information on a variety of financial issues. So we have invited people from the Securities and Exchange Commission, from FINRA, from the Social Security Administration to talk to the public, and also the Department of Labor is here with savings, fitness, and retirement planning. We want them to be able to talk to the public and give them some information. We also have some financial planning counselors here. And they will give out the advice.
Definitely, it's been a great turnout. Tell us a little bit about the different workshops and sessions that are being offered during this event.
Okay, the ones that just ended, we had 10 tips to save and invest wisely. We had a workshop on Social Security, and the third one was a presentation about the new Consumer Protection Finance Board. And then later we'll have some on savings, one keys to a dream retirement, a program on mutual funds and ETFs, and a bunch of other advisement and other kinds of programs.
I'm here with Alan Schoenberger. Alan is with Financial Planning Association of New York, and we're going to talk a little bit about tips that we're seeing people ask you about day to day on finance.
Well, I mean, I would say the basic tips that or questions that we normally get range anywhere from how do I fund my kid's college education, how do I save for retirement, where should I invest? So it runs a gamut from the most basic questions to even the most complicated estate planning questions that you see people have.
So Alan, tell us what is the most common tips that you offer to those that are planning on retiring?
Well, obviously it depends on how long they have till they actually get to retirement age, but I would say the best thing for people to do is, obviously if they're still employed, is to put money into their employer's retirement plan, whatever that may be, whether it's a pension plan, 401k plan, and then from there invest in an IRA if they still have money left over that they can afford to invest.
Tell us, what advice you offer to someone who's looking to just get started in investing.
Well, I mean, to keep it simple, basically diversify is a common answer, but it's something that's really important. And what diversification means, investing in not just stocks of U.S. companies, but companies that are abroad, whether it's an emerging market such as China or Brazil, or a more established market like Europe, Japan, and South America.
What are some of the most common companies that we see specifically in the market?
It ranges all over the place, from huge Fortune 500 companies to what we call small caps. These are companies that were, the Microsoft of 20 or 30 years ago that are kind of just starting out. And what we often advise is to people invest in mutual funds. And what mutual funds do is they actually invest in those individual stocks, so that by investing in a mutual fund, they're more diversified.
And what about for estate planning? I mean, that's a really popular topic these days. Tell us a little bit more about what's going on in that sector.
Well, estate planning is one area that we have to be very careful as financial planners on what to advise, because we're not necessarily estate planning attorneys. So basically what we look to see is that people just have general documentations. Do they have a will? If they don't, we can certainly recommend that they have a will, but we can't provide them any other advice other than to talk to an estate planning attorney about that. But we can at least give them some of the questions that they should be asking an estate planning attorney so that they get the right answers.
I'm here with Luz Laulo. She's with the New York City Bar Association. How are you?
Good, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your position and your role here at the conference today.
I'm here with the New York City Bar Association's City Bar Justice Center, which has various projects, including the Cancer Advocacy Project and the Elder Law Project, which assists cancer patients, survivors, and caregivers, and seniors over the age of 60 with advanced directives and estate planning issues.
So tell us more about estate planning. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about it, and it's a difficult topic. However, how does one prepare for that?
Well, these documents are really important for everybody to have. The healthcare proxies and powers of attorney in particular are documents that all sick people or elderly people, or really all people, should have in order to prepare for the future and to prevent things such as guardianships from happening. And it allows people to assign somebody else to handle their financial and medical business if something should happen to them. We also do simple wills that help people just kind of arrange their estate before they pass away, and you don't have to have any money to qualify for our program.
I'm here with Susan Arthur from FINRA. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
It's Financial Empowerment Day. How exciting.
It's been great. We've had a wonderful attendance and good topic, good information for people. Lots of free resources for them, so it's wonderful.
Susan, tell us a little bit about FINRA.
I work for FINRA's Investor Education Foundation, and I specifically focus on our investor protection campaign, which is a program that's designed to decrease the incidence of investment fraud through education and outreach.
For our viewers that don't know about investment fraud, tell us a little bit more about that.
Investment fraud is not just securities, stocks, and bonds. It can be any product that somebody is trying to pitch to you, and what's important at the end of the day is that you always ask your questions and check the answers that you get before you ever hand your money over to anybody.
Susan, can you share a few tips for our viewers on how to prevent investment fraud?
I think at the end of the day, it's all about prevention and being familiar with the persuasion tactics that scammers use. We call them the red flags of fraud. And at the end of the day, ask and check. Do your homework. SaveAndInvest.org has all the information you would ever need to check out your broker to ensure he's registered, and also check the product out as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Susan, for sharing.
Thank you.
Some women feel they're not as skilled with their personal finance. There's a wonderful book that McGraw-Hill has donated today called A Woman's Guide to Personal Finance. So check it out.